Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be going over Claude Sonnet 3.5 and its image analyzing capabilities just to see it is multimodal. So we just want to compare it with between GPT-4o versus the Sonnet, the newest Sonnet version. And I'm actually gonna. So I actually have. I'm running it off my. I do have a paid account for ChatGPT, but I'm actually running it off my free account and also Claude. I use the API generally, so I'm not. I'm running it off the free account as well. Just to show you guys that everyone has access to this. Obviously, it's limited, and you probably can't. I think Claude is set to like 12 messages or something like that for every couple hours. ChatGPT is a little bit more, but it is limited. And so what I want to do is I wanted to analyze a full page screenshot of my website and basically just give me some advice on how I can improve my user experience and user interface on the website. And so this is the prompt that I have. So I'm gonna ask it, can you tell me how we can improve the user interface and user experience of this full page screenshot of the homepage of my web development service website? For each piece of advice, give me specific examples and also how I can improve that section, such as explaining what elements I can add, what divs, containers, sections, imagery I can add as well. And if I can just enhance that a little bit. Also, please give me advice on how I can improve the flow of content and sections to increase the amount of time people spend on the page. And I'm just gonna upload that screenshot that I took, and I'm gonna send that over to GPT-4. I'm gonna do the same thing here, and I'm going to upload that screenshot and send that again. Send it to Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Let it analyze. Let's go back to GPT-4, and it's answering the question. So it basically says, here are some suggestions that improve the UI and UX of the homepage. So for the hero section, what I have now is an image of myself, which is right, headline, subheadline, 2 call to action buttons. How I can improve it is to, instead of a plain background, use a subtle pattern or a blurred background image related to web development. For the hero image, use a more dynamic image that shows you in action, perhaps working on a computer or interacting with clients. Animation or video, incorporate a short looping background video or animation that showcases your web development projects or highlights your services. Micro interactions, add hover effects on the CTA button to make them more engaging. So at least some of these I did already. How everything fits section. So that's the second part section. Current elements, text explaining your services, list of services, improvements. Use icons to visually represent each service. This makes it easier for visitors to quickly understand the offerings. Background color, alternate the background color for this section to differentiate from the hero section and add visual interest. So just to follow up with what it's saying is, this is the hero section, and then right now we're at this section. So technically there is somewhat of a subtle difference in the background. Again, I'm always open to improvements, and I'm open to hearing other perspectives, but there's a subtle difference between two sections. But I guess what it's saying is make it a more noticeable difference between the two sections. Use subtle dividers or lines to separate each service and make this section more readable. So I think personally it's readable. It's, for the most part, it's readable. So let's go to the next section, why you actually need a website section, which is right here. Actually, it might actually make more sense to go through it together. So we did the first two sections. Let's go to Claude. And so Claude 3.5 Sonnet is what it says. It's a lot more concise. I would say the response is a lot more concise. What it does, what it tells me is for the hero. And so to improve the UI and UX of your web development service homepage, here's some suggestions for the hero section. Add a compelling headline that clearly states your unique value proposition. So what I have right now is, I like making cool websites. I'm pretty sure I can improve that. Include a sub headline that elaborates on your service benefits. So I don't necessarily have I would say this is sort of a subway, but it doesn't really talk about the features and benefits. Then I do have a description here, just an explanation. So let's go back here. Use a high quality hero image that showcases your work or represents your target audience. Add a prominent call to action one, like get started, request a quote. And I have that already. So off the bat, I'm already seeing like just image analysis. I feel like GPT-4 probably has an edge. Example, replace "I like making cool websites" with "transforming ideas into stunning websites" as the main headline. So do I like that? I like making cool websites versus what Claude is telling me, transforming ideas into stunning websites. I'll have to think about that. Add a subheadline. Elevate your online presence with custom web solutions tailored to your business needs. Yeah, I'd have to think about it, honestly. It sounds a little bit generic. Let's see what for the first section. It didn't actually give us actual examples. So the difference here that I'm seeing in terms of the analysis is that GPT-4o is doing a good job at just outlining every part of the section, but when it comes to actually suggesting improvements, it's giving me like generic advice, which is good advice. It's not bad advice, but it's not giving me specific examples from each section. Whereas Claude is giving me a more concise response, but when it comes to actually and also just the flow of information is a little bit more cluttered in Claude's response. But what I like is that it's actually giving me specific examples of how I can improve it. So I like that. So let's go to the second part, streamline how everything fits section. So automatically it's telling me what this section is about. So let's see here, hero section enhancement. Okay. Use icons or small illustrations for each point to make it more visually appealing. So how everything fits. I mean, I kind of did that right here. I feel like it would be disingenuous, or it wouldn't really flow if I had multiple like different bullet points here. So I felt, I don't know if I agree with that one. Consider turning this into a timeline or process flow diagram. So I have a timeline here actually. If you scroll down, I have a timeline here. So I felt that would just not be needed for that section. Add hover effects or animations to engage users. Do I have that? I mean, I have some animations here and then a hover effect over the button there, right? Example, create a horizontal timeline with icons for each step showing the progression from initial consultation to launch and beyond. Are we even talking about the same section here? How everything fits? Yeah, we're talking about the same section here. So it's telling me create a horizontal timeline with icons for each step showing the progression from initial consultation to launch. I already have that though. Like if you scroll down, I already have that right here. So I don't know what it's saying here. It's basically telling me to convert this into this section maybe. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused on that part. Let's go to the third section there. Why you actually need a new website. And so if we scroll to go to my website, why you actually need a new website. So got that part right. Let's go. What we have now is text explaining the importance of a new website, benefits listed, improvements, an infographic that usually explains the benefits of having a new website, client testimonials. I'm still working on this. I actually have client testimonials. It's just I haven't had the time to really add that to the website. Case studies. Again, working on some of these case studies. So I will definitely already improve. It's a part of what I was going to do anyways. Let's go to the third section here. Improve why you need a website section. Reorganize the content into a more scannable format using bullet points or icons. So what do we have here now? It's kind of like that already. Like it's obviously a longer section. You have to scroll a little bit, but I have these cards that sort of I try to break this content down a little bit. Add statistical data or client testimonials to support your points. I agree. I definitely need more customer testimonials, and what include before and after examples of website redesigns. That's something I'm going to do. I'm actually definitely going to do that. So I will take that, and then it's saying example: create a grid layout with icons representing each benefit, increased visibility, better user experience. Include a brief case study showcasing a successful website revamp with key metrics. So I will definitely take that into consideration. So I like both of the responses there. I'll probably combine the two. And the fourth section is just my approach, where it's like step-by-step process of your approach. Okay, I'm not going to go through each one. I do like I like both. I don't think there's a clear winner here. I think both of them have their strengths and weaknesses. I do like, I'm just going to go quickly over Claude because that's really what I want to focus on. So the example, add a professional headshot or custom illustrated avatar, create a brief engaging bio that highlights your expertise. And this is a section for a little bit above me. And it's kind of what I did already. Like if we scroll down, we have an about me section. Obviously this is a graphic instead of a picture of myself, but improve overall flow and content, use consistent color schemes, implement smooth scrolling. I already have that. Add more white space. So to increase time spent on page, add a portfolio section showcasing your case studies, which I will do. Include a blog or resource section, which I will do. Implement the live chat feature for media engagement. I actually have this right here. And add client testimonials, which I will do. Create an FAQ section. I actually have a separate FAQ page on my website. And so Let's go here, and it's saying improving content workflow, use visual hierarchy, engaging. So I like the advice that Claude gives a little bit better, but I like the way GPT-4 organizes this information. So I think really there's no clear winner here. I think I'm going to call it a tie. The last thing I'm going to do is, can you turn all this into a sequence diagram? There's a specific diagram that I wanted to, or sorry, a requirements diagram. Let's do a requirements diagram in Mermaid.js. So GPT-4 actually can't run Mermaid.js natively, but Claude actually can. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And so it's now what it's going to do is it's going to open up artifacts, and it's actually going to build this in Mermaid.js, and it's building this whole thing as a flowchart. And you can see right here, this was actually a graph TD, and it should be, I think the actual, if we go back to GPT-4, it should be a flowchart. So I'm just going to copy this code, go to Mermaid Live Editor. What is going on here? Sorry, let me just refresh this. For some reason, sorry, nothing is showing. Flow. Oh, I guess it can't. Maybe it can't run this for some reason. Let's go to Claude preview, and I just want to see what it's saying here. So for each section, hero section, it basically tells me compelling headline, prominent CTA button, how everything fits section. You have hover effects, and I can do that. So in a previous video, I already sort of showed you guys this. Now, what would be really cool if it actually turns this into a proper wireframe. Let me see if it can do that. I have one message remaining. Can you turn this into a wireframe and build the wireframe in code for me to see? Make sure it is visually appealing. Okay, so that's one message until 5 a.m. So right now it's 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. actually. So 4 hours. You get around 10 messages every 4 hours. So it's building something for me. So let's see how it looks like. It's building it in HTML. And we'll wait. It's a pretty long page here. But I am curious to see how the wireframe would look like, because that would be pretty cool if it can actually build a proper wireframe. So it did something there actually. So okay, we have home, services, approach, portfolio, about, contacts. So if we go to my home page, go to the top, we got home, services, about, resources, see projects, pricing, contact. So basically, what did it get rid of? Services, approach, portfolio. Services, about, it got rid of about. No, about, contact is still there. Resources, projects. It turned projects into portfolio, and it got rid of pricing, I think. It got rid of pricing. And then you have a full page banner, full width banner section, transforming ideas into stunning websites. Elevate your online presence with custom web solutions tailored to your business. Get started. And you can click on it. Crap, what happened? Let me go back here. Wait, no. Okay, how everything fits. This is supposed to be a horizontal scrollable section here. Initial consultation, planning, design, development, launch. This actually might be better than a vertical. So if I go here, my approach, I actually have a vertical section, which requires people to scroll. What if I can turn it into a horizontal section where people just go left to right? That might actually be might be better to do that. But then they have my approach here, which is the same thing here as the same thing here. It's the same thing. So it's definitely some repetitive information here, my approach. And then you have featured projects, right? So it'd probably be some type of either flex container or grid container. And then you have an about me section, which I already have. And then you have book a consultation, which I already have. I even got that information right. 45 minutes, $75. Also, for me, you can book a consultation, but it's free. Obviously, I'm not charging for that now. And then you scroll down and they got a footer. So obviously, like, yeah, like it was zero shot. Like it looks pretty good. Like it got a UI there, but definitely in terms of design and unique experience, like the unique touch, it definitely needs more work. But I'm still shocked at the fact that it can do something like this. I don't think we had this capability even with GPT-4o. So in terms of response and output, I would say it's a equal. They both equally do a good job, but Claude Sonnet 3.5 definitely gets the edge just because it can do this UI thing. I'm pretty sure Opus is just gonna blow this out of the water. But yeah, that is pretty crazy, and I hope you guys like this one. And I'll probably have a couple more videos on Sonnet, just going over some development, see if I can build a game and different things. So yeah, I have a couple of videos ready to publish on this topic for Sonnet, because I think it's just that impressive. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care and bye.